The first thing I do is to get an organic potato and I leave it in my pantry about at least a week to two. And after about a week to two, potato's gonna look like this, already sprouted out. So very important, you got to choose a 10-gallon container at least minimum. You need a big container because the roots spread wide, and to get big potatoes, the first step is to get big container. You want to get enough room. Now, if you're gonna grow in ground, I recommend digging your soil deep. Go down at least 10 inches plus. You have to have loose soil, well-drained soil. Example, you have a 10-gallon container. You fill the soil all the way up to the top. The container can't take any more soil, which means you have to plant this potato very deep, at least 8 inches deep below. So let's say example, we're doing hilling, we're building hill, we're adding soil as it grows, which I kind of like to do. I will fill my container up, a 10-gallon, fill it up at least 3/4 way only, and I will plant this about 4 to 5 inches deep only. And as the plant grow, then we're gonna cover with soil, and we also prune the plant. Make sure your shoot is upward, and then we're gonna put it down we put it down a couple inches, and then you just cover it up like that. And then we're gonna water every 2 days. About 1 to 2 weeks, you can see our plant is starting to shoot up. This is my 10-gallon grow bag, and you see the leaves right is coming up. So my bag is full a little bit because I'm gonna eventually put more soil. I might mix in fertilizer or compost, and then I'm gonna remove the bottom leaves as the plant grows to get a better airflow. We get a better production, a healthier plant, less chance of disease, and then we water the soil. Do not water the leaves. Those could take about at least 100 to 120 days, I would say, when it comes to that. And it depends how you prune, depends on the variety and stuff like that. Now, do we need to fertilize our potatoes? Absolutely. You need to fertilize every plant. We need to keep the plant healthy and fit. You want to get big potatoes and you want to get a large harvest, you have to have a big container, which is enough room. You have to have good fertilizer, like an organic all-purpose. Get a good quality of a fertilizer. You want to make sure you're feeding this plant rich. You want to fertilize every 3 weeks and keep reapplying. Don't just fertilize once and think that enough. No, the plant's going to grow a lot of leaves and a lot of side shoots, and we want our energy always to focus back downward because we don't need the leaves, we need the potatoes. You cannot underwater a potato plant, or you cannot water too much. If you water too much, it will rotten the root, rotten the potatoes, and then all your leaves will turn yellow and stuff like that. So you have to control the water. Every 2 to 3 days, you water potatoes. Remember, you could grow potatoes in early spring and late summer, which is, we're about late summer right now. So that's why I'm going to be planting them. So coming before winter, I'm going to get a harvest.